Hello, Sarah.
Hi.
It's nice to meet you. You're speaking with ATM Fox. Welcome to the channel.
Thank
I'm, he-
you.
I'm here to give a voice to the voiceless. Where you from, Sarah?
I grew up in Berks County, Pennsylvania.
Berks County.
Yeah.
That nice area?
Parts of it are nice. The place I grew up in was pretty nice. It's like right in between Pottstown and Reading. It's real suburban.
How old are you?
I'm 32. I'm about to be 33.
All right. What was your childhood like?
Um, my childhood was okay overall. Um, there was a lot of chaos at times. You know, both my parents were addicts, but they were still good parents and loved me the best they could.
Hmm.
I wouldn't complain and say I had a bad childhood because of that. Just a little extra chaos, I think. But overall, I had a pretty good childhood.
Okay. What led to all of this? Being out here in Kensington, Philadelphia.
I'm sorry.
I said, what led to all of this? Being out here in Kensington, Philadelphia.
I mean, uh, leading up to this was just a series of poor choices, I think. Um, I think a lot of it probably has to do with stress, anxiety, depression, a lot of mental health issues that just sort of went and got swept under the rug and weren't taken care of the way they should have been, probably.
Hmm.
Um, I get situational depression sort of in different times, which it can be normal depending on how you handle it. And I didn't handle it very well. And it was just a series of bad choices, choosing to get high, self sabotaging myself. And it led to me being homeless and out here on the streets now.
How were you introduced to the substance?
Through a boyfriend a long time ago, not my current boyfriend, but a previous boyfriend. He used to get high, and he let me try it for the first time.
What's your life like now out here on the streets of Kensington?
Um, I mean, my life is far from glamorous. My life has been in way better places than it is now. Uh, I can't say that I'm truly happy all the time. And getting homeless is getting harder out here. I think it was a little bit easy when I first came out here, but it's been really difficult lately.
Hmm.
Uh, so, I mean, my quality of life isn't the greatest around me, but I try to make the best of it, you
Are
know?
you ever happy? Any happy moments out here?
There are some happy moments out here. I do smile and laugh out here. It does happen.
Hmm.
Not as often as it probably should, but it does happen sometimes.
As far as being homeless, what's it like on them cold nights?
The cold nights are the worst, you know? Um, Trying to find somewhere to stay warm can be difficult at times. It took me a while out here to really learn how to navigate my way through being homeless and staying warm at night. And still, some nights I don't even achieve it. So the cold nights are bad. I'm glad the weather's starting to break now, though.
How are you maintaining? Like, how are you making money to provide for yourself?
So most of my money comes from scrapping. So I find metals that people are throwing away, and my boyfriend taught me how to recycle them and get the most money I can for them at the scrapyard. So that's what me and him do most of the time.
Is it easy scrapping or?
I mean, by the looks of my hands, how beat up they are, like my hands are pretty beat up. So
Mhm.
it's not like really that easy to scrap, but it's also not. It's better than other choices I feel like I could have made to make money out here. So I'm okay with it.
And how much are you making daily?
Um, Between me and my boyfriend together, if we both scrap in a day, we can make anywhere from $60 to $150 a day
Mm.
scrapping. Some days it's worse than that. Some days it's only like 20 or $30, and some days we do really well. It just depends on what we find.
How much of that do you spend on your addiction?
I'd probably say 50% of it.
50%.
We both like to eat food a lot, so that's really important to us too. So we make sure we have a reserve for food. Nobody wants to really be hungry
Yeah.
um, and cold at night. So at least if we're full, we'll be halfway there.
Do you indulge in the free food that people hand out here?
Sometimes I'm not crazy about the food that's cooked and already made and served out here.
Hmm.
Sometimes I feel like it makes me more tired afterwards than it should, which I don't know. Maybe just me being crazy. But there's like talk amongst the homeless people about I don't know, be careful just taking food from people in general.
Right, right.
Because people have had bad things happen to them.
Yeah, I can only imagine what people could be doing.
Yeah.
When trusting neither. As far as the food you buy, what's your favorite restaurant or store to go to out here?
That's tough.
Or
I
who
like
got the
Chinese food, I think. I think Chinese food's my favorite. I don't get to get Chinese food that often, so when we do that, I like that the most, I think.
Chinese food is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself in the next 6 months?
In the next 6 months, I mean, honestly, I don't know. That just seems really far away for me right now. Hopefully, I would like to be not on the streets anymore. I'd like to be making progress either towards, getting into a shelter and getting housing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I really think that's like a big goal for me and my boyfriend right now.
Right,
So then we can try to build our lives and build up on what we already have.
right.
Or, possibly a step before that might be rehab before we do that. So I'm not really sure. Hopefully one of the two, though.
How do you plan on accomplishing those goals?
Um, I mean, I work with outreach
Okay,
people.
that's good.
I just filled out an application for a shelter actually a couple days ago, so I have to follow up with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if I chose to go to rehab first, I think I would start with the PAD office
Okay.
here in Kensington. They think they're the most helpful with sending people to rehab.
All right. Make all the right choices, you know.
Yeah.
Put yourself in position, you and your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Do you ever had the weirdos or the strangers come up to you and the creeps
Do I ever?
ask for weird favors?
Yeah, I mean, it's an everyday thing pretty much with the weirdos. Most of the time they're innocently annoying and I can just sort of brush them off. But there has been a few that were like extra strange and uncomfortable, that I possibly needed like one of my guy friends or my boyfriend to strong arm them away from me. But for the most part, I try to avoid situations that are going to put me around someone like that.
Right.
And that sort of helps it not happen as often.
As far as the trank, what you think about how it's killing all these people out here?
I mean, it's scary, honestly. I feel like a lab rat, sort of, a little bit. Like a science experiment, sort of. I'm not really sure. I don't really know what to call it. I don't really know what to think of it. It's crazy. I'm very fortunate in that I don't get like the skin issues, you know.
That's good.
I don't have any holes or wounds on my skin. Have I gotten skin problems since I've been out here? Yeah, but nothing out of the ordinary for being homeless. Nothing crazy that didn't heal right away with some antibiotics. I find myself very fortunate in that. But that doesn't mean it won't ever happen to me, so I have to remain conscious and aware.
How do you intake your substance?
I inject.
You inject IV? Okay. Yeah, wow. Wait.
I think a little personal hygiene goes a long way.
Yeah, does it keep you from getting the wounds, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why people are getting the wounds, because they're not keeping up with themselves, I'm assuming?
I think that's a big part of it.
Sorry to ask this question. Have you ever overdosed before?
I have overdosed before. I overdosed several times before I ever even came out to Kensington. And then since I've been in Kensington, I think I overdosed maybe 5 times. 2 times were just randomly throughout my time here. And then the other times were just like back to back when I got released from jail. I did 30 days in jail since I've been out here. And when I got released, and relapsed from there. I overdosed a few times. So that's really scary.
Yeah, come on. I'm happy you're here talking to me now.
Me too.
What did you want to be growing up?
Growing up, I wanted to take care of people. I've always naturally been a nurturer. And I wanted to be a nurse or a doctor or something like that. It's always what I wanted to do growing up. And I did get to go to college, fortunately, everything like that. I just not really doing anything with it right now.
You can still take care of people. You can still get to that once you get clean.
Yeah.
You have any kids at all?
I have 3 boys.
3 boys?
Yeah, there was my boyfriend's mom.
You say your boyfriend's mom?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. At least they're close.
Yeah, it's hard for me to really even think about, honestly.
But I'm pretty sure that's your motivation when it is time to get clean. I know you've been weaning down on the substance, so that's good. You're almost there.
Yeah, that'll be my number one motivation, I think.
Yeah, definitely. If you can make 3 wishes right now, what would they be?
Um, 3 wishes would be that I could start back before I ever did drugs, but still know everything I know now. Still like have that experience under my belt, but go back and make different choices.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my second wish would be that I would be raising my children like I should be.
Mm-hmm.
And my third wish would be that my parents would have gotten to meet all 3 of my children.
Your parents would have
Got to meet all 3 of my
all three
children.
of them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for
It's
your
all right.
loss. You said you think this is an experiment out here. That's what you think Kensington is.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like that, unfortunately.
You feel like our country has something to do with this? The president,
I don't know if it's the president.
politics.
I don't know if politics have anything to do with it or not, honestly. I'd hope not, but you never know. I think that money was invested into something that didn't work and didn't do what it was supposed to do, so now they're trying to get as much money back off of whatever it was by putting it in our drugs and getting profit from that. And I think that's kind of sick, but other than that, I don't really know how we got it, where it came from, or why it's happening. But it's scary.
What's your plans for the rest of the day?
The rest of the day, I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to go up to the scrapyard, and then I'm just going to relax.
You be careful, okay?
Okay, thank you.
I'll be praying for you, Sarah.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank you.